I'm Margaret in Windsor, and I'm not going to put up anything today, any documents or anything. I'm putting this up showing here we go, showing my foot. Simply because I've been trying to chronicle or document what's happened to me just well over my life, because a lot of this worked for me. I was kidnapped and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and my life has been one ongoing living hell. So I just wanted to chronicle the last couple, 3 weeks, specifically what's happened. I'm allergic to chemicals, and I have an autoimmune disorder. And when toxic fumes are deliberately placed in proximity where I can't get away from it, my immune system attacks itself. And over the years, it works against itself. Over the years, I've been force-fed toxic fumes. My whereabouts, where I live or don't live, is very controlled. And people can deny and call me a liar. I don't care what I put up on YouTube. It's been a harrowing experience knowing the money that's poured into this country from my country, and from, perhaps, I know the Germans have helped me, and some of my family certainly have, and some Americans have. So to them I thank, but I've seen people eat, live in beautiful homes, get out and drive cars. Let's just say drive cars. I've been on foot, living up on the Appalachian Trail on and off, to have a place to be for a long time, freezing, starving. But specifically, the agency, well, it's this government, an agency of this government, who tell you that they stole all this. Of course, they don't use the word stole, from the Brits. And then they stole me. They took down my father illegally, Edward VIII, and installed their own monarch, George VI, part of the Jews in the New World Order. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergers. Roosevelt was the president who appointed Kennedy as ambassador during the time that the takedown of my father, and they kidnapped me in 41. I was born in 40. So my life has been one ongoing, total living hell. People didn't care. Most of them don't care. They think it's funny. It's not that they doubt it. They think it's funny. And then, I was such a kind heart. I really am. And that's not gone. But after a while, you've been beaten and abused and watched everybody around me do it, because they don't want to lose what they have, okay? And this is what a doctor who called me in 80, and said to me. He said, normally people would help, except people won't help when they're afraid of repercussions. So I'll just leave it at that. I showed my feet because the last, say, couple of weeks, a little bit more than that, it was more than usual that was dumped on me. And I wonder if I really going to survive. Over the years, so much has accumulated, the chemicals, like they're complaining about down in Florida about the chemicals and the Zika virus. They're afraid of the accumulation. Well, the media will pick that up, but they won't touch me because they're controlled by the Rockefellers, and they want to keep their job. And all the media is really controlled New World Order now, and Hillary's a part of it. What I wanted to say was I wanted to show my foot because it was mass swelling. I mean mass. My feet have never been like that. My kidneys, I know, the inflammation attacks my kidneys because I've been soaked in chemicals for a long time. But whatever it was that was used the last 2.5 weeks was really more than I could handle. All of it has been. But so my kidneys, my lungs, I've started having bad noises come out of my lungs. And you say, well, why don't you? Well, the law is involved in this, and I can't get an attorney. And where do I go? I'm told that that's how we move you. And that's true from place to place. It gets so bad at one place, only I failed to move when it got so bad. So look at me, and that'll be my fault too, that I didn't move in time. Well, I don't have a place to go unless I'm going to meet myself coming back. So I'm bounced around with chemicals, kept penniless, and a bag lady. And you should see me pulling a suitcase and a backpack and trash bags into a motel, okay? Right away, oh no, they don't care who you are, and believe me, they do know who I am. But let me say this, last night's the first night I've had a night's sleep, and my feet, the swelling has gone down, and I had breakfast. So this was a total different from where I've been. I hope it lasts until something different happens and life is made better, whatever I have left for me. Now that I wanted to mention, because this inflammation, the toxic fumes that have been deliberately put where I live, affects every organ in your body, your brain, your kidneys, your heart, your liver, your vascular, and the kidneys. Did I say kidneys? That's kidneys and lungs, and I need those, you know. But anyway, the Rockefellers and the Illuminati, the Freemasons, kidnapped me and orchestrated all the takedown of my dad and the takeover of the world government. That's when the United Nations was formed right after 41 and 43, I believe, or 47. And that's your arm of the global government now, controlled by the Rockefellers, right out of New York City. So Israel became a state. The Jews are the ones that kidnapped me and that are behind all this. And their prime minister was, he didn't fall down in the Capitol trying to beg for help like I did some years ago when I started finding out about all of it. He got carte blanche, you know, coming in. He didn't have to we didn't have his trash bags with him. They were too busy me using trash bags to pull my things. In other words, he was more than welcome. He got the press, the president, etc. And he was going before the UN because he's saying that that they're against him and not helping all the people of Israel, the women being raped, etc., etc. You know, it's a little hard to take in the condition I'm in and have lived. I'm 77 years old, to see the people get up there that helped do all this to me and continue, and don't mention my father's name, my name, or the truth about any of this, the cold-blooded killers. And I guess he got to go before the UN. I wish that God would step in. He's the only one that can. And he would say, it's your turn, lady.